what all things did we finish in the trader transformation process? We finished purpose, then we finish identity, then we looked at values and beliefs, then we looked at capabilities, and now today we are looking at B, and the E remains. So B is behavior. All right, whose behavior? Your behavior. So what we looked at: purpose first, why you want to do it, identity, who am I, what are you looking yourself as, not getting ahead of the curve, not trying to overestimate, and I gave you the process. Then we looked at values and belief. Values is what you value, what is important to you. Belief is what you think is true, and these things are kind of developed from a very young age because of our surroundings and people around us and who are giving us inputs all the time. And these are very difficult to break, but if you can break them, if you can reframe them, if you can make them support you, you will fly in life, in trading, in any endeavor that you take up. Then we looked at capabilities. Capabilities is nothing but skills. Then we come to behavior, right? Your behavior, how you behave regarding different things. What? Now, to start with, this is a very crucial half of this process. And this takes a lot of work. Like you have to sit down, you have to write down why you want to become a trader. So it's a painful, difficult process. You see a probable trade setup coming up on the chart and you're trying to fill in that form. It is distracting you, but this is where behavior matters. Are you committing to the process? If you are not committing to the process, you are not going to get the benefits. No matter how hard you work on capabilities, no matter how how much money you spend on your setup or tools, how many mentors you go to, if you are not putting in the time for the difficult tasks, it is not going to give you the results. So behavior matters. So this is committing to the process is first step. Second step is how you are behaving from morning to evening, and I'm referring to your work. All right. So when you get up, what you do, right? So if you get up and you switch off your alarm and you sleep 30 minutes more, only to find that you are late to work, market has already started, and now you're starting your computer, and suddenly you are into the market at 9:50, some early volatility has happened, you're trying to make sense of this early volatility, and you're now expecting a trade. You are setting yourself up for failure. All right, it is 15:30. You cannot wait to close the terminal off because you made some losses. You are frustrated. You are not going to fill in your journal, or you're not going to record your trade, whatever method you are using. See, journaling I'm not a big fan of. Like what kind of journaling I'm saying is like a detailed journaling where you are there are so many aspects of journaling. It's a huge task. All right, so if you straight away take it up when you're struggling, you will be overwhelmed. But some simple things you can do. So let's say you have 3, 4, 5 setups or trade plans which I like to prefer. So you have a few ways of handling the markets. If this and happens, then I will look for these things, and like the potential auction paths that we used to create. So you had that, you create your potential auction path in the morning, take a quick screenshot, forget about it, trade the markets, refer to that screenshot once or twice during the process whenever you have some doubts, and then at the end of the day you have your potential auction paths that you planned at the start of the day, and then you actually have your day, and then you actually have your trades. See how it moves. Potential auction paths to the actual market development to the actual trades that you took. So this is what you thought or how you read the markets. This is actual markets. And this is your response to the markets. And how do you respond to the market? By actually taking trades. So now what you thought, what actually happened, and how you responded. Now you have a sequence of events. See, how will you improve? If you have problems with what you thought, because then there will be a big disconnect here. Like what you thought and what happened. Let's say you thought market will go lower, market gaps up and completely destroys whatever you thought on the chart. There is a disconnect between potential auction path, that is your market understanding, and actual markets. So you have to work on your market understanding. Now, okay, you thought about the markets, are behaving correctly, so there is a connect, you are in sync, and then the kind of trades you took gave you losses. Now there are multiple aspects here. It can be mistakes, instead of buy you punched in sell. That happens all the time. You moved your stop loss too quickly. That happens all the time. You booked your profits too quickly. That happens all the time. You entered a trade, you put your stop loss too close, it got hit, and then you rush back into the trade, then it actually hit your stop loss, and then finally market moved. So what was happening? You're trying to get in the trade too early, not managing your risks too well, and then trying to make up for your losses. So kind of a revenge trading happening there. So all that comes under your response. Now, this is a process that you need to figure out every day, no matter what kind of trader you are, beginner, intermediate, advanced. You need to record what you think about the markets. Now, this does not have to be a deep analysis of how you're feeling and all. Forget about it. Just what you think market will do. Draw it on the chart, take a quick screenshot. Fine. Then calmly monitor the markets, keep that screenshot, in the inset or on the side on maybe another screen, or minimize. You can look at it repeatedly to see what exactly is happening. Have I thought about it? Okay, there is a market development which matches with your thought process. Okay, now you respond to it. All this recording, if you don't do after 15:30, because you are tired, because you made losses, because you want to get away from the markets, or because you have some other responsibilities, fine. Cannot do it at 15:30, come back at 11 in the night and do it till 12 and then go to sleep. If you don't want to work hard, the success will keep eluding you. Okay, work smart and all, I can understand. So better it, take 10 minutes, 15:30, 15:40, nothing is going to, the world is not going to stop if you wait for 10 more minutes on a normal day. And what happens? You have your reference, I don't know what you call it, but there is that piece of information which you can refer back to, and that will give you tremendous insights, because it includes what you do, what the markets did, and how you responded. So that is the complete process. All right. So all these will come under behavior. All this will come under behavior. Subtle things, like when you are analyzing your trades, you look at your first trade. The example just I gave you, you moved your stop loss too quickly and it got hit. Then you took a second trade, you put a stop loss at a place where it should be, but then it hit the stop loss. And then third time when it reversed, you did not take a trade, but this time it go and hit your target. So what is happening? This is kind of a behavior pattern that you might be repeating. So you have to make note of that. Make sense? So what you need to do is, you need to record these behavior patterns, and then at the end of it all, you will have a collection of information, maybe a trade book, whatever you call it, which will give you very clear indication of what you are doing actually. And that is where your trading is going to change. So your behavior matters. First, you have to commit to the process. Maybe you are working on some skills and capabilities, but if you are behaving badly, that is going to create problems. So let's say you have a trading day next day at 9:15 and you want to be there latest by 8:45, and the previous day you're scrolling reels till let's say 3 a.m. Do you really think all this is going to be possible? By the time you reach your office, or if you are working from home like I am doing, you reach your system and you're tired and you're not focused and you basically have no idea what the hell is happening with you, what is going to happen? Is your trading day going to be good or not? Now, many people ask me like, "Are you trading, Dean?" But when I'm doing these kinds of things, I purposefully make it a point that I don't trade. No matter how good I can read the markets, I will not trade. You might wonder, Dean is reading the market so beautifully. He is calling the tops and the bottoms, or what will happen going forward. Then he must be making ton of money. But I avoid trading during these things because my majority of mind is busy. My mind is busy with these things. So if I have to give you content, I have to dig deeper into my mind to take it out. Now, if I add the stress of trading to it, it will collapse. And this has happened in the last intensive that we took. You know that I had to face a medical emergency because of all this, because I was taking on too much. I was taking on too much. My mind was overwhelmed, my body was overwhelmed, and suddenly everything gave up. It turned out that I had that last variant of COVID also, so I had to be hospitalized, quarantined for 7 days. All those kinds of things happened. We had to break the flow of the intensive, came back and then completed. So what is happening here is that if you follow the process, if you are committed to it, if you are going to take care of yourself along with your trading account, it will reward you. It will reward you. If you take care of yourself and you're not focusing on your trading account, you're not recording all this, it's not going to help. If you are only focused on trading but ignoring your health and other responsibilities and your family, it is going to create problems in your life. So understand that this behavior step is very, very crucial. And then last one, we are going to look at tomorrow, but the last one is equally important. And what we are going to do, we are going to complete this trader transformation process tomorrow. I will create a separate playlist. I will edit these videos out. I'll put it in that playlist, which you can then refer to. All right. So that is what I wanted to cover today in this trader transformation process.